What will win in a drag race between a Ferrari Purosangue, a Porsche Cayenne Coupe Turbo e-hybrid, an Aston Martin DBX 707, a Lamborghini Urus Performante, a BMW X6M, a Range Rover SV, a Mercedes AMG G63 and a Land Rover Defender supercharged V8? Well, we're going to find out because I'm going to race them over the standing quarter mile. I'm Matt Watson and you're watching Car Wow. Let me tell you about this Ferrari because it's a very unique car here. It is the only vehicle that has a V12 engine. It's also the only vehicle that doesn't have any turbocharging, yet it still manages to put out from its 6.5 litres a whopping 725 horsepower and 716 newton meters of torque. And that drives all four wheels for an 8-speed automatic gearbox with dual clutches and launch control. Now this car weighs in at 2,000 kilograms. Though that is a dry weight, with fluid it's probably just over 2.1 tonnes. It's quite expensive this, so starting price £313,000. However, yeah, this one's got over £100,000 worth of options. And it's been lent to us by Kira Solutions, so thanks guys for that. Anyway, let's move on to the Porsche and speak to its driver, its racing driver Sam. Hey Sam, how are you?
Hello Matthew, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good thanks. Can you give me the stats on your car?
This is the Porsche Cayenne Coupe Turbo e-hybrid with the GT package. It's 4-litre twin-turbo V8, 739 horsepower, 950 newton meters of torque, all-wheel drive, 8-speed automatic. It weighs just shy of 2.5 tonnes. Starting price of these is $165,000.
And now let's move on to the Aston Martin DBX 707. Nick, give us the stats on that.
With pleasure. So this has a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 with 707 horsepower, hence the name, 900 newton meters of torque. It has a 9-speed automatic gearbox, 4-wheel drive. It weighs 2,245 kilos and it costs the bones of 200 grand, but you do get millions of acres of red leather in here, which is just gorgeous.
Okay, I think you're sat in a lady garden. Right, move on to the Urus, and we've got Harry from Onyx Automotive.
I'm in the Lamborghini Urus Performante. I'm in a 4-litre twin-turbo V8. We have power of 666 horsepower, 850 newton meters of torque, and all-wheel drive. Gearbox is a 8-speed automatic, weighs in at 2,150 kilos, and the starting price is £209,000.
Next, we have Rory in the BMW.
Hey Matt, yeah, I'm in the X6M competition, so I've got the 4.4-litre twin turbo V8, so that's 625 horsepower, 750 newton meters. It's all four wheels via an 8-speed automatic gearbox. I weigh just under 2.5 tonnes, and this thing costs just over £131,000.
It's a bargain. It's a bargain. Right, let's move on to Mad Max in the Rangy. Max, can you give us the stats?
Good afternoon. Yes, I certainly am mad, but this is the Range Rover Sport SV Edition 1, 4.4-litre V8 twin turbo, 600 horsepower and 750 newton meters of torque. Weighs around 2.5 tonnes, uses an all-wheel drive system, 8-speed ZF torque converter. Starting price is around £170,000, but this exact car is £189,000.
What's going to be interesting is that that car has the same engine as the BMW, but with more horsepower. Right, let's move on to the Mercedes, which has the same engine as the Aston Martin, but with less horsepower. Zane, give us the details.
Hi Matt, I'm in the G63 4-litre twin-turbo V8. It's got 585 horsepower, 850 newton meters of torque, all-wheel drive, 9-speed automatic, and it weighs at 2,500 kgs. And the starting price on this is $172,000.
Nice, and finally we come to the Land Rover Defender. Who's driving that?
Hello, it's Nat from Quicksilver Exhaust here. I've got a very special Land Rover Defender V8. It's got a 5-litre supercharged 8-cylinder, 525 horsepower, 625 newton meters of torque. It's got an 8-speed automatic gearbox, all-wheel drive, weighing just over 2.6 tonnes. This is going to rip. It's going to sound really good. Okay, lots of stats there to take in. So here is a screen where you can compare the cars side by side. Right, you got that? Good. Now, let's move on to the customary Car Wow sound check. So let's start at the far end with the Defender. Can you rev up your supercharged V8? Has he revved his engine?
Yeah.
Didn't hear it. Okay, I didn't hear that at all, Nat. Let's have a listen to the G63 Zane, rev it up. I'm not sure I could hear that either. Too far away perhaps. Now let's have a listen to Max in the SV. Can't hear it either. Let's go Rory with the BMW. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, Harry, let's hear the Urus. First one I've properly heard. Cars are getting closer to me though. And now Nick, our last. Sam.
Hybrid.
Terrible. You're right next to me, it's rubbish. Right, everybody, listen to this.
Is that a supercharger?
It sounds like a supercharger. Quick question, Nat at the far end, can you hear my car revving?
I actually can, but I would hear it even more if I had a Quicksilver exhaust system on it.
Have you just totally played me to do a cheeky bit of marketing about Quicksilver exhausts?
What's that noise? I want to know that.
Ancillary belts? I don't know. But it wins. Right, go away, Sam.
3, 2, 1.
Come on, BMW. Come on.
Oh yes, I'm getting ahead of Rory. Can I hold off Matt? Woohoo! Oh no!
Whoa, baby, yeah! Okay, quickly, I'm going to go to Sam. What was your launch like?
Garbage. This is creeping on the line. I'm getting the hump. Anyway, move on.
Nick, how was it for you?
Loads of wheel spin, didn't like shifting into second, not as good as I would have wanted.
How about you, Harry?
It was poor, if I'm honest, Matt. It was creeping on the line, exactly the same as the Cayenne.
Rory, how was it for you?
Well, I was first for a lot of that, and then I was third. But the launch was amazing. This thing, the X6M, what a thing off the line. But yeah, it didn't have the legs.
And then Max?
Yeah, completely agree. You shot off like nothing, but this had a good start. But yeah, you can see its weight does play into it because I did start to drop off. But good start though.
Zane, how was your G?
A little bit delayed, unfortunately.
And finally, Nat in the Land Rover.
I don't really have an excuse, Matt. It was all pretty damn good. Although, please, I'm not last.
Well, there we go then. I mean, so many variables in that race. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure who won. I'm not sure whether it was the Aston or the Ferrari. Who do you think won, Nick?
In my heart of hearts, I think it might be you, but I'm so impressed by the performance of this car. No, I've got faith in the Aston. I think it was the Aston.
Okay, so I've no idea which car won. It was all very close. Let's run a replay and find out which one was the winner. So then, what exactly happened? Well, the slow motion action replay reveals that the Ferrari won, though both it and the Aston Martin took 11.7 seconds to complete the standing quarter mile. The BMW was next with a time of 11.8 seconds, then came the Porsche crossing the line just ahead of the Range Rover, with both cars completing the standing quarter mile in 11.9 seconds. The Lamborghini, meanwhile, took 12.3 seconds. We don't know what went wrong with that. And the Land Rover Defender took 13.8 seconds. Last was the Mercedes. It took 14 seconds flat to do the standing quarter mile. Now we're going for a rolling race from 50 miles an hour. The cars are in the sportiest setting, manual mode for the gearbox. We have eliminated the 3 slower cars for this rolling race, and we'll bring them in later to see how they compare to one another, because they're just not going to keep up in this particular company, as we've seen from the drag race. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. This picks up like an absolute beauty. So does the Aston. Come on, Ferrari. No. Get out of the way. Okay, I had a hair-raising incident there where I almost hit a hare, and yeah, I had to bail. Can we do that again? I didn't want to cause animal deaths. Also, didn't want to damage the front of this car.
Matt, I've never loved you so much. I was so happy to see you brake. That was lovely.
If I'd been Yanni, would I have braked? Oh no, I hit one.
I don't think a wall would make Yanni lift if it looked like you might be able to win.
3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, I cocked that up. I was in automatic mode. I'm going to fire myself. Matt, you're fired. Matt, we need someone to drive the Purosangue. You're hired again. 3, 2, 1, go. This is so quick.
Oh.
Come on! Yes! Okay, very interesting, because Sam, your 5 mile an hour extra didn't help you.
It absolutely did. I beat Nick. It absolutely did help.
Sorry, I was just too busy being out in front, and then second was you, Harry, wasn't it?
Considering how badly this launched, it absolutely flies from third gear.
Right, and Nick, I'd actually thought you'd win this with your 707 horsepower.
Well, maybe if we kept going all day and found the perfect starting speed for the Aston, I might have won, but...
Can't deny it. I was fourth.
Rory, you lost, didn't you?
Yeah, opposite to Harry, considering how well this launched, it didn't do very well in that, but then again, you know, it's 625 horsepower, so it's a little bit down, I guess, on everybody else.
Do you know what we're going to do now? We're going to do a rolling race with the other cars, but we'll put the BMW in that for the reference point to see how they do compared to your car, which seems slow in this company.
3, 2, 1, go! Woohoo! Max, how was that for you? We've got the same engine, you've got slightly more power but more weight. I think the BMW kind of walked it a bit, didn't it?
You got aerodynamics as well.
That's true. And Zane, how was that for you, mate?
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad I beat a defender.
And Nat, how was that for you in the end? That wasn't your power band, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've got all the excuses under the sun, mate, but no, right out the power band. I think it's just a little bit down on aerodynamics and power against these boys, but it did really well, did a really good effort.
That was the win for the V8 Tomato, so all good. Thanks very much.
Okay, now we have a brake test from 100 miles an hour. The car that stops in the shortest distance wins. Oh my gosh, a result I was not expecting. So it appears that the G-Wagon won. No, the BMW won. In fact, Rory, seeing as you're furthest back, can you commentate on the positions of all these cars?
So yeah, the V8 Tomato won, and then next in line was the G63. That's right, Zane's put his hand up. And then I think it's the Urus, then I think it's the Aston, and then I think it's the Range Rover SV. Then I think it's the Ferrari, followed by the Porsche, and I think the loser is unfortunately the V8 Defender.
Okay, I think I want to make a few corrections. First of all, I think that the Aston stopped in a shorter distance than the Urus. Do you agree, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm about in line with the back door on that Urus, so yeah, I definitely beat the Lambo. Can't tell about the G though.
I'm not sure about the G. I think it's pretty close. Either way, the G and the Aston beat the Ferrari, but the Ferrari did beat the Range Rover SV, though the Range Rover SV did beat the Porsche Cayenne, and that did beat the Land Rover Defender.
What kind of Twilight Zone hell am I sat in? Nothing about this makes sense.
No, my car's just beeping randomly as well. I don't know why. Was it because I was in reverse? Don't know. Yes, that was annoying. Let's go into neutral. Anyway, hope you'll enjoy the video. Thanks to everyone who took part. Thank you guys, we appreciate it.